Microphone check. Yeah. Can you hear me now? What was that? Uh-oh. No, I don't want to listen. I don't want to listen to this device. Do that. Microphone check. 1, 2, 1, 2. These are with this guy. Defaults. There we go. Microphone. Check 1, 2. Y'all can hear me now. I bet y'all can hear me now. Jesus, that's what I forgot, man. I forgot the microphone. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Please let me know in the chat room if y'all can hear me. I'm gonna move this so I can have my extra streams back. Screens. Oh lordy lord. Please let me know if y'all can hear me, man. Let me know in the chat room. Hit me with a bruh if y'all can hear me. I'm trying to get my extra screens back here. Normally when I'm in a Zoom meeting, I have to unplug this stuff and then plug it right back because I have a docking station at work. And I wanted to avoid the traffic today. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me, man. Jesus. Wait, no, you just cut out. You said, okay, you can hear me now? I hope y'all can hear me, man. Anyways, while this is while y'all let me know, y'all hit okay, you can hear me. Good, perfect, man. Look at the 10 minutes in the stream. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, y'all. You know what it is? Like I said, I decided to stay at work because I came into the office today and I said I'm gonna stay. I did not want to drive through that rush hour traffic. So yeah, went and took a late lunch, stayed in the office, and I said, I'm gonna do my stream at work. Like I've done this before and used the built-in microphone, but I forgot how to use the built-in microphone here. So y'all gotta excuse me for that. If you're tuned in for the first time, sorry. We normally go smoothly than this, but let's see. Yeah, we stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today's lab, hopefully you guys got that spreadsheet that we're studying off of. I didn't really do much this weekend, man. I had to spend some time with my daughter and stuff like that. We're going to do this one from GNS3Vote.com. This should be a really simple lab. VLANs and trunks, we're pretty familiar with that, right? Again, the study spreadsheet here. If you want to copy this, just join my Discord server, and I'll give you a link to this so you can download it and then make it your own. You can delete this stuff, you can put whatever you want, but this is what I'm studying off of. I'm gonna revisit this lab right here. Everything that's in green is what we've streamed or done so far. I want to do this one right here, VLANs and trunks. This is from GNS3Vote.com, and then maybe we got time. Let's see. There's nothing else from GNS3. I wanted to do this Boson lab. I'm thinking about doing that, but that's the old version of Boson. Y'all know they came out with version 13. They gave me a free copy, and I've been using that. So, yeah, I'm glad y'all rocking with me, man. Because, Jesus, That's what I get right there. I get a couple of those. Not knowing how to use the damn microphone. Let's see here. What we gonna do? I'm using even G today. Let's go ahead and drag and drop 3 switches and cable them up back to back, just like the topology in just like this right here. 3 switches in a triangle, and this redundant links to each switch, and yeah, that's about it. So let's go ahead and add an object, and we'll say iOS, right? iOS LV, can't even remember what is it. iOS, there we go. Switch, we'll do 3 switches. I'm gonna go ahead and get these guys cabled up. In the meantime, what else we got in the agenda? I'm going ahead and cable them up while this is going here. Let's see. There was something I wanted to go over with y'all from streams and stuff. Let's see. All right, so cable these guys up, 0 to 0, and then do another one from 0, maybe 1 to 1. Yep. And then I guess from these guys we'll do 2 to 2. Looks like it's 2 to 0 in this case. Let's do 2 to 2 on that case. Let's do 2 to 2 in that case. Then we'll do 3 to 3 on that one. Bloop, bloop. And then we'll do let's do what's the last interface here? No, let's do from 3. Let's do from there to there. We'll do from switch 1s. What's that? 3 to, can't do 3. We'll do 1 3 there. I guess it'll be his 0 1. Can you do 0 to 0 to 0 0? No, he's already cabled up there. Yeah, let's just do from GI02 to GI00, I guess in this case. And then from here, GI03 to GI01, I guess. Just have to make sure we look them up while we going. Y'all go ahead and cable them bad boys up just like that. Power them each on. Start. Bloop. Start. Bloop. Start that guy. Bloop. And then we will console into each one of them. That's switch 1. That's switch 2 who's booting up. That's switch 3 who's booting up. And y'all let me know when y'all ready. We got Kobe Lee in the building. We running commands on production switches today. No sirree. You crazy, man. Man, trying to help me lose my job. What's wrong with you, man? Nah, we using even G. We using even G today, man. But I do have some production switches. We have some 93. I should take this out of the box for y'all. Maybe do an unboxing. Turn this into an unboxing video, right? In case you guys haven't. We'll do an unboxing video while you guys cable up, right? So this is a I'll just show y'all real quick, and then we'll get started, right? Yes, fresh out the box. From who? The good folks at Cisco. So this is what I'm working on today at work. This is an access layer switch. I'm going to be connecting a virtual port channel to. And then, and no, I'm not going to do this on stream. I'm just showing y'all the actual equipment that I'm going to be working with. And then, what I got to do? Yeah, connect to a virtual port channel, some port channels, and access layer VLANs. And that's pretty much it. They're using this switch for streaming videos and stuff. So yeah, fresh out the box. I want to say what? Retail price? $9,000, something like that. This is a Catalyst 9300 switch. This is probably Cisco's, I want to say this is pretty much their like flagship switch for the access layer nowadays. It's a pretty beefy switch. I can't give y'all the exact specs on it, but we got 4 fans. There's redundant PSUs, power supplies right there, as you can see right there. This is the 24 port model. They also have a 48 port, which I just finished configuring earlier today as well. What else we got with this thing? Dual power supplies along with the dual, what is these? I forgot what these power cables are. for redundant power supply. But it's you could chain this to a like kind of like another switch, and in case these power supplies die, it'll work off the power supply off of another switch. So what else can we say about it? It's all PoE ports. There's these guys right here are 10 gigabit Ethernet ports right here. These are 1 gigabit Ethernet ports. We got the front console cable, etc., etc. But yeah, the 9300 switch, again, this is the 24 port model, but I'm going to be working on this one tomorrow. And that's what I got going on for there. What else we got? Y'all ready? Y'all cabled up and stuff like that? He said, they let you wear a wave cap at work? Blessed. No, actually. Good question, though. I do have my hat. I do walk around with my hat just like this. But yes, I could wear shorts and stuff like that and t-shirt, whatever. So yes, I am blessed. You're right about that. He said fire 9,000 for that Cisco power. Yeah, I want to say it's like $9,000, something like that. Google it. It's like what, 9,300. Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna get started here in just a second here. 9,300 price list. Yeah, roughly 9,300. This is the price tag, I guess you could say right there. Jesus. 5,000. But yeah, I think directly from Cisco it'll be, yeah, this is the 48 port model right there. But yeah, directly from Cisco, I want to say it's about 8,000. CDW has it for 5,800. That's the 48 port model. So yeah, see, look at that, $10,000. But on average, I want to say it's about $8,000, $9,000. So hopefully nobody come breaking this office, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Unless y'all not ready yet. What we got in the news? Google pushed a 1-character typo to production, bricking Chrome OS devices. Google broke a conditional statement that verifies passwords. A fix is rolling out. Interesting. Google says it has fixed a major Chrome OS bug that locked users out of their devices. I didn't see that happening, but then again, I don't have Chrome, so which was briefly available this week, renders users unable to log into their devices, essentially bricking them. Whew. Man, I would be pissed if I had a lot of material. This is why you want to back that ass up, right? Back up your data, because of things like this. You could it is out of your control. They did a typo and apparently bricked a whole bunch. I hope they not necessarily recall, but at least reimburse the people that they bricked their devices to. So that's crazy, man. Chrome OS automatically downloads updates and switches to the new version after a reboot. So users who reboot their devices are suddenly locked out of them. The go-to advice while this broken update is out there is to not reboot. Or don't reboot your computer or your Chrome device, or it'll get bricked. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. That I guess that happened last week. So man, crazy shit, man. So locks is no issue with IT workers. Nah, not really. I have a door lock in my office here, so you gotta actually know the code to walk up in here. But anyways, yeah, well, let's get started. The stuff we have today, we go to lab details. No, status. No, we got to go to lab details. My bad. Go to lab details. These are all the steps we got. We got 9 steps today, so we should be able to run through this. We done VLANs and trunks multiple times on this channel, right? So school you work for, interesting, has a flat network design and only has they only use layer 2 switches. One of the teachers built the network in his own time, but he has no clue exactly what he did. Why the hell they hired him to do shit then, right? There is only one VLAN, and there have been issues with applications that generate too much broadcast traffic. It is up to you to segment the network and implement some VLANs. Y'all ready to go? I hope y'all cabled up your devices and stuff like that. Y'all ready to go and stuff? Maybe I should, in case somebody, ain't nobody in here, man. It's like 7 o'clock over here, man. 8 o'clock over here. So ain't nobody gonna walk in this office. But he said, hey, man's blessed, man. Word is wave cap at work. First step was, what was we gonna do? Status, right? Jesus, I keep forgetting. It's lab details. First thing we need to do is create the following VLANs. Configure the correct names. We got VLAN 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. So we got 5 VLANs, and then they're each named engineering, marketing, research, sales, and management, respectively. So let's go ahead and do those. I'll start with switch 1. I'm on switch 3 right now. Let's change this host name too. Enable global config mode. We know how to do this, right? Y'all know how to do this. If not, then just follow along. He switch 1, and then we said VLAN 10, comma 20, comma 30. Oops, Jesus, I didn't mean to do that. 30. Now we got a VLAN 3 there. Watch. 40, 50. Right? We do that. Let's do no VLAN 3 to remove that one, and then we got to do each individual name. So there's definitely a faster way to do this. VLAN 10, right? And then name. He said it was. What he said it was? Engineering. So engineering, and then 20 is marketing. See, now I'm doing it. I'm doing it twice now. VLAN. Oh well, double accounting, right? His name is marketing. VLAN 30 is name was research. VLAN 40, his name was sales, and 50 is management. Sales, capital S, sales, and then VLAN 50 is name is management. We show our work with what? Show VLAN brief. And there's our VLANs right there. Now I want to copy and paste this. That way I got to do this over and over again, right? We should be able to do. I don't think I should be able. I'll be able to do this though. Let me see. Show run. It's not even in running configuration. That's what's weird about this version of iOS. You can't even show the VLAN database that way. Show run. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. Typically, you should be able to see the VLAN names and stuff in here, but apparently not. So I guess I'll have to do this one at a time. Unless I did VTP, but I don't feel like dealing with that today. So let's just do it one at a time. It is what it is, man. Enable. Definitely a faster way to do this. Don't follow me, y'all. What he said? No, bro. I'm asking about dreadlocks here. Oh, nah, man. This is where I work at, man. There's a lot of left brain artsy people that work here, man. a lot of just a lot of weird people that work, and I'm one of them. So you look at me at work, streaming and stuff, man, and all my spare time, right? But yeah, there's a lot of eclectic individuals that work here. I ain't gonna say weird, eclectic individuals, and yeah, they allow us to be just ourselves. So that's what I love about this job. So, but anyways, he is switch 2, host name switch 2, right? And this is like basic homework we're doing here. We've done this millions of times. Don't worry, we'll get to the hard part. VLAN 10, his name is engineering. Name is engineering. VLAN 20, his name is, what he said? Marketing. Marketing. I hope I spelled that right. VLAN 30 is research. Oops. Gotta hit enter. Name. Research. And then VLAN 40, his name is sales. And then VLAN 50, his name is management. Now, y'all let me know in EVNG, why can't we see the VLAN database here? Is there a VLAN, what? VLAN ID? 10, like that? Yeah, you can do it that way. But we wanted to see show VLAN, let me see. What was it? Configuration, summary, brief, group, filter, name. See that you should typically be able to see the running, see it in a running configuration, and then be able to copy and paste that. But for some reason I can't do that. He said, okay, so when a eBGP MPLS SDN lab. Well, here's one thing you could do is check this spreadsheet that we were working off of. Where is it at? Bloop. I must have deleted it. Not deleted it, but this spreadsheet is what we're working off of right here. If you go on my Discord server, you can get a copy of it. Here is a link to the Discord server. I'm going to share it to you right now. And then you can see where we are at, where if we're picking a, studying a specific topic. Right now, I've been just doing a lot of basic stuff right here. So everything that's highlighted in the green is what we've streamed already and done so far. So today we're doing this right here, this lab. And then I might revisit this one. You said you wanted an eBGP lab. Let's see. We're doing eBGP. Where's that at? right here. So section 3.2. So we'll probably be doing some of those over here. Troubleshooting basic BGP. There's a lab here. That book right there has got several BGP labs, so we'll be getting in there. I've been going. There's no specific order I've been doing this spreadsheet, so just stay tuned to this channel, and you'll eventually see a BGP lab. I've done like maybe one or two so far, a long time ago when I first started streaming. But yeah, just join the Discord server. There is the link, and get a copy of the spreadsheet. That'll give you an idea of where we're at. So switch to, I was trying to figure out an easier way to do this. Let me just do this shit manually. Fuck it, whatever. VLAN 10. His name was engineering and then marketing. And there's definitely easier way than this, y'all. Don't follow me. If y'all know an easier way to put in the VLANs and stuff, go ahead and do that. Copy and paste. I could have done that too. Use Notepad or something. Name research. Right? And then VLAN 40 is what? I haven't memorized it yet. Sales. And then VLAN 50 we said was management. Right. Did we do all three switches yet? No, we didn't. Let's change him to switch 3, do his VLANs, and then move on to the next task. Terminal. VLAN 10. We said engineering marketing. Anyway, how was y'all day so far? Y'all got some studying in? Y'all working? What y'all been up to? VLAN 30 is research. I been doing browsing with Zillow and stuff like that, man. They will offer you a cash offer for your home, and right now the market is crazy, so I'm thinking about selling my house, y'all. Craziness, man, because of the offer they was offering me, I could not refuse it, man. But my issue is I don't know where the hell I'm gonna go. VLAN 40, name, sales, and VLAN 50 finally. His name was management. I finally got one memorized. All right, we should be done with task 1, right? We only got 9 tasks. This should be real easy, y'all. Configure FA01. My interfaces are different, right? I don't have FA01. I've got GI0. Let's see. Let's just pick one because their interfaces are not the same on mine, right? GI01. He said what to do with that. He said with that one, come on, I keep clicking status. It's really lab details is what I'm looking for. Configure FA01 or GI01 on switch 1 as an access interface in VLAN 10, which we know how to do, right? Switch port access VLAN, right? So go back to switch 1, which is this guy right there, and we're gonna go to that first interface. Y'all with me so far? He said, I guess the only way to make it easier is to change the VTP status of switch 2 and 3, make them clients. I don't know. That is an easier way too. We could have done it that way as well. We got Bram in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. Zaya, appreciate you for tuning in. That was you that was talking about the locks and stuff in phase 114. Shout out to you. Appreciate you for tuning in. Yes, I love the wave cap and stuff. Yes, I'm studying for the Fortinet Network Security Professional Exam. That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, I don't know nothing but Fortinet. You know, I'm a Cisco fanboy, and as you can see at work, I'm dealing with Cisco equipment. So no point in me learning other vendors now, right now at least, because you know, unless I'm ready to, you know, become a more marketable candidate. But you know, I like where I work so far. So switch 1. What was we gonna do with this guy? Oh, go to global config mode. We're gonna go to that interface GI01. Right? We want to put this into VLAN 10. And when we do that is just switch port access VLAN 10, right? Real simple command. That is how you put a port in an interface. I mean, put a port in a specific VLAN, right? We check our work with show VLAN brief. And we'll see right there, GI01 is now in the VLAN 10 engineering VLAN. Another way we can check is, remember, I like to at least show 2 separate show commands to see our work instead of just show 1, right? We'll do show interface, and notice we got a VLAN mismatch too, right? So because we put this side of the interface, I wish I had my annotations. my Paint, Microsoft Paint. That side of the interface, GI01, we put it in VLAN 10, right? Well, this side right here, it's still set in the native VLAN, which is VLAN 1, right? So we have two, they're set in two separate VLANs right now. They got to be in the same VLAN, or else we're going to keep getting that error because they have different we got native VLAN mismatch error. See that? So it says here, native VLAN mismatch discovered on GI01. We have it listed as VLAN 10 with switch 2, who is over here, and he has that port GI01, that right there, in VLAN 1. That's why we got that native VLAN mismatch error. So I'm going to run one more show command, and then we'll fix that problem. So the other show command I want to show is what? GI01, which we know about this one, right? The switch port keyword at the end, right? 1 and then switch port, and that'll also tell us which VLAN it's in, right there, right there. It says right there, we put that port in interface VLAN, or we put it in access VLAN 10, right? So let's go ahead and fix this thing right here, or else the switch is going to keep screaming at us. He said, I'm an associate technical, or she said, I'm an associate technical, so we work with all products. Cisco, Dell, HP, Aruba, that's what's up. Yep. So it makes you a well-rounded individual when you do that too, when you're working with different vendors like that. Usually when you work with, like she said, a technical consultant or like a managed services provider or some kind of company that does outsourcing and stuff like that, you're forced to learn different vendors, and it makes you more skilled because you have to know the basic concept of switching and routing and stuff like that, not just memorizing commands and stuff. So shout out to Morningstar for that. So let's go to switch 2 and fix that problem, which was what error we found it on, or we found it on this interface, GI01. So we're going to go to that interface, and then we'll move on to the next step. So interface GI01, we're going to put switch port access VLAN 10, and that should stop this error right here. So the switch will stop screaming at us. The next task was, in the details this time, I got it right. Configure FA02 on switch 2 as an access interface in VLAN 20. So we'll do the same thing, but for another interface. We're putting FA02 in VLAN 20. So FA02. My case is GI02, right? So in this case, that interface right there in VLAN 20. So that means, theoretically, if we put this in VLAN 20, we're going to have to do the same thing on this guy right there. Put that one in VLAN 20, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Switch 2. Interface GI, let's do that. GI02. We'll put him in switch port access VLAN 20, right? And then do the same thing over here. Put that port right there, into VLAN 20 for switch 3. So we'll go to switch 3. Bloop, right? And we say interface GI0, he's 02 on that side too, right? Yeah, 02, right? And we say switch port access VLAN 20. And that should stop that problem over here. Oh, it didn't come yet. It didn't come yet. If it would have left the other side, it would have gotten that error. Those CDP messages come, I think, every 60 seconds. Correct me if I'm wrong. But see, every 60 seconds. We would have waited 60 seconds before we fixed the other side, we would have got that error again. So, what else we need to do here? The next task. We are on task. We did 1. We did 2. We did 3. We're on task 4 now. Task 4. One of the links between switch 1 and 2 should use ISL encapsulation. So switch 1 and 2, one of these links need to be ISL encapsulation. Well, guess what? We did this link right here, GI00, the top one right here. We put that as an access port. So we can't use trunking encapsulation on that interface. We got to go to this interface right here and make that trunk and then make it ISL. Which interface is that? That is 00 to 00, right? So let's go to switch 1 side first. Switch 1, right? And we're going to go to, did it stop that error? It looks like it stopped that error. It looks like it. We'll see. Interface GI, what we say, 00. We're going to say switch port, mode trunk. Well, we actually got to put it in encapsulation first, because if we do this, bloop, we're going to get that error. Switch port mode trunk. We try to put it as a trunk, but it says an interface whose trunk encapsulation is set to auto cannot be configured as trunk mode. What that means is you can't set it to automatically negotiate a trunk with another side. Or you can't fix the encapsulation if it's set to automatically negotiate with the other side. So we need to set the encapsulation first and then hard code it as a trunk, right? So, and y'all see me do this multiple times, but if not, then here's the stream you've seen it on, right? Switch port trunk encapsulation .1Q, or not 1Q. See how I do that by force, right? ISL, and then switch port mode trunk. Now he's trunking, right? And he's using an ISL, and we can verify that with show interface GI00, and then switch port. Remember, we always verify our work. We now have the encapsulation set as ISL, trunking operational as ISL. It is negotiating as a trunk, and that's all we did to it. That's all we did to it. And it's hard coded as a trunk right there. That's what that tells us. So now we got to do the other side. Bloop, over here, GI00. So go to switch to GI00, switch to GI00. So interface GI00. We got to do the same thing, which is switch port trunk encapsulation ISL, which is what he asked for, and switch port trunk mode trunk. And now he's trunking. We verify our work with show interfaces. Y'all appreciate y'all tuning in with me and rocking with me with my broken microphone at the beginning. Y'all hit me with that like button though. Show interfaces trunk. We can verify it with this. No, show interfaces trunk. It should be trunking now, right? There it is right there. We are trunking using ISL. Trunking mode is set to on. It is trunking. Our native VLAN is 1. We're passing all the VLANs. Another thing we want to verify with this, the other one was show interfaces, which we did on the other switch. Show interfaces GI00 switch port keyword at the end like this, right? And then we'll see ISL. ISL is trunking. It's operating as a trunk also, and negotiating as a trunk. So, what was the next task? Lab details. So we did that. We're on task 5 out of 9. We're almost done here, y'all. We might be able to knock up maybe another lab if y'all want to. One of the links between switch 2 and 3, so between switch 2 and 3, is not allowed to dynamically negotiate a trunking protocol. So switch 2 and 3, we already worked with this link right here. That's already set as an access port, right? In VLAN what? I think it was VLAN 20, right? Let's see. Let's verify. Show interfaces 0, what is that? 02, right? Yes, we put that in VLAN 20, the marketing VLAN. So we can't touch that one. He said one of the interfaces needs to be, don't negotiate as a trunk. So let's pick this one, GI03. Let's go to switch 3. So we're going to go here, right? On that switch, GI03. We're going to go global config mode, interface GI03. And let's see what he's doing so far. Let's do a show interface GI0/3 switch port. And we'll see it is right there. The administrative mode is dynamic auto. And also the trunk encapsulation is set to negotiate. So whatever the other side, if the other side is trunking as a as they say .1Q, then we will automatically form a trunk as a .1Q trunk. It'll negotiate as a trunk. That's what that is, right? Now, he said, what did he say he wanted us to do? One of the links, which is the one we're going to work with, is not allowed to dynamically negotiate a trunking protocol. So basically, we want to set it, we just got to statically hard code it as a trunk and pick one. We got to pick a trunking protocol in this case. I didn't like that question, but he said, can you send me a copy of this lab or post it in Discord server? The lab is in the spreadsheet in Discord. Yes, correct. Thanks, Pete, for letting her know that. But I'll post it in there anyway. Remember, I built this using EVNG, but the idea, I pretty much got it from Renee Molnar's lab, which is this right here. Get you a copy of the spreadsheet also, but that is where I got it from, right there. Troubleshooting. No, that's not it. My bad. Let me delete that. That's not it. That's BGP. Matter of fact, I'll leave that for Bram over there. He wanted an eBGP lab. That's eBGP right there. That's an eBGP lab right there. But Morningstar, if you got it, yeah, Pete answered your question. I hope that worked for you. So let's go back, and we just got to pick a trunking protocol. So let's pick .1Q for that top link. So this link right here, GI03, we'll set it as a .1Q trunk. So it's not going to automatically negotiate as a trunk. So let's hard code it as a trunk and pick the trunking protocol. GI03 on switch 2. We're on that interface mode, right? Right? Didn't I do GI03? I did. So, right? Yes, I'm in there right now. we're gonna say switch port trunk encapsulation .1Q. We'll pick it as a .1Q trunk, and then we'll just say switch port mode trunk. So before it was going to negotiate the trunking encapsulation. Now that we've hard coded it as a trunk, add the switch port keyword to it. Oops, where is he at? There it is right there. Now that we've changed it, it won't negotiate as a trunk. It's just going to .1Q. That's it. It's hard coded as a .1Q trunk. And right there, we can see that it's trunking right there. Negotiation of trunking is on, though. That's the other thing. That's the other thing that's kind of throwing me off here. Let me see that question one more time. He said it's not allowed to dynamically negotiate a trunk. Now, I'm thinking that is the switch port non-negotiate when he says that. That'll turn off trunking right over. That'll turn off the negotiation of trunking right there. But right now it's negotiation. The negotiation of trunking is on. So theoretically, we did what side? We did this side. So theoretically, GI03 on this side should probably be trunk right now. And we don't want that. So let's go to GI03 on this switch. Show interfaces trunk. Is 03 trunking now? Yes, it is. And it negotiated. We didn't want that. We did not want that. I think what we needed to do was switch port non-negotiate for that. That's what I'm confused about. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. So 03. So interface yeah, switch port. I think we'd have to do non-negotiate like that. And non-negotiate, what that does is right there. A device will not engage in a negotiation protocol on this interface. So now I seen, here's the other thing too. If we want to see how he did it, Renee Molnar, right? Shout out to Renee Molnar and gns3volt.com. But he also has his video solution on this lab and stuff like that. So if I'm steering y'all wrong, he will show you the right way to do it. I just keep it funky and show y'all the way I do it and stuff like that, right? So that is one that's kind of, I don't like that question right there. And the way, and I think he let's see, why is it in red too? No, okay. Yeah, so one link is not allowed to dynamically negotiate a trunk. So I think switch port non-negotiate will fix that problem though. So let's see. What happens if we do that? Non-negotiate. Bloop. We did on switch 2. So now what happens here? Is he still, he's probably still trunking though. Will we shut it and then no shut it? And then hard code it as a trunk? Because it negotiated as a trunking, as a trunk. But we didn't want that. So maybe we got to just hard code this side as a trunk, and we'll do that. Interface GI03, switch port, trunk, encapsulation.1Q, and switch port mode trunk, and then do a show interfaces trunk. That N is gone, right? That N lets us know it negotiated as a trunk, right? Now that we've hard coded as a trunk, it is statically configured as a .1Q trunk, right? And if we do a show interfaces status or a switch port, let's see, show, oh, we got to change his host name too. He is switch 3, right? Right? Just in case somebody don't know how to do that, right? Show interfaces GI03. I'm going to check, see what the negotiation says. It still says right there, negotiation of trunking on. So, did we do non-negotiate? Let's do the non-negotiate on this side. Interface GI03, switch port non-negotiate, and then they do a show interface GI03, 3, switch port. Now negotiation of trunking is off. So that's what that keyword is. Now, the next lab or next task here is says one of the links between switch 2 and 3, no, I'm sorry, one of the links between switch 1 and 3 should never send any DTP messages. And I think that's what switch port non-negotiation does. It essentially turns off DTP. What's DTP? It's not disturbing the peace. Ludacris' record label. It is dynamic trunking protocol, right? So it will dynamically forms a trunk. We don't want that sometimes. It helps with the administration of trunks, right? Because we can just connect the switch and it'll automatically form a trunk, but that can be a vulnerability on our network. So we don't want that, right? And that's what they want us to do, to turn it off. And the switchport non-negotiation, switchport non-negotiate command turns off DTP. Let's do this. We essentially did that. Let's see. We did it on between switches 2 and 3. On this next task, he said he wanted us to do it on between 1 and 3. 1 and 3. So turn off DTP on one of these links right here. Let's do it on, what interface is that? That's 2 and 0. Let's do it between 3 and 1. Yeah, 3 and 1. So let's go to switch 1, interface 3. So global config mode, interface GI03, and we'll say switch port. Now we can't do non-negotiation directly like that, right? Because it is set as a it's set to auto. We need to hard code it as a trunk and then do non-negotiate. Because not only that, it is an access port, I believe, right? Let's see. Do show interface GI03 switch port. It is DOS. It is set to dynamic auto static access. So we're not going to be negotiating for a trunk. Although it says negotiation of trunking on, it is set as an access port right now. Let's do this. Let's set it as a trunk port, and then we'll do non-negotiate. So pretty much same thing we did on the other side. And then we can verify that DTP is turned off with I believe it's show DTP status or something like that. Let's see. Interface GI. We're on that port. We're on the interface, right? GI03? Yes, we are. So switch port, trunk, encapsulation. We'll pick one. Nah, we'll leave that. Yes. Encapsulation. We'll do .1Q again, and then we'll say switch port mode trunk, and then switch port non-negotiate, and it should not negotiate with the other side, but it'll probably already form a trunk already. Let's see. Let's do show interfaces trunk, and we'll see if I'm gonna move this over so y'all can see everything, right? I'm gonna move everything over so y'all can see everything. Scoot this over. Let me know if that's a little bit better. Morningstar said, I'm using even G2. You were flipping back and forth so fast. I want to verify the VLANs and interfaces they are on. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Let me slow down. For you. So do show interfaces trunk. Hopefully, yeah. So now we're trunking on 1 right there, and that's why we got this in. It automatically negotiated the trunk. We don't want that, right? Like we said, that could be a vulnerability in our network. Somebody can walk in with this switch right here, and y'all know that example I'm always using. My daughter walking into the data center and plugging up a switch, don't know where else she would get a switch from, and automatically form a trunk. We don't want that, right? So we want to turn that off with the switch port non-negotiation command, but we got to hard code it as a trunk first. So interface GI01 on this side, switch port trunk encapsulation. We'll do .1Q again, and then say switch port mode trunk, and then we'll say switch port non-negotiate, right? That turns off negotiation of the trunking, and then we can verify that it's not sending those DTP packets with show DTP, what is it, status? Interface status. Interface, and we pick the interface, GI case 01 in this case, and we had, let's see, received 67. We should not be sending any more or receiving any more now. We run it again. Still says 67. Output 136. What was output last time? 136. I guess I should have checked that before we turned off DTP. I should have checked that before. There's another DTP command that you could use. Anybody know what it is that we could check? Isn't it like show DTP stat? Oh, I believe it's debug DTP. We can do a debug. All. Let's just do all. We probably should see every DTP message, and hopefully we'll probably have DTP being sent on this side, maybe, because one of them was turned on. I can't remember. We'll see. Let's give it a couple minutes because I believe DTP gets sent every 60 seconds. There it is right there. There you go. So we do have some on 1.3. What interface is that? Gig 01 we're receiving. I'll probably have to turn this off because this is gonna be going all day long. Yeah, it's just gonna keep going. But I don't think they're being sent on this side because we turned off the DTP messages over here. So we'll just do a U all. That's short for, let's see, U space ALL. Oh, come on, man. Don't do me like that. Let's see. I'll probably have to type this out. Let's do that real quick. I hope I didn't crash the damn. Oh, come on. I shouldn't have done that right there. Because you can't even type in this. Come on. Now, typically, you should be able to turn this off with undebug all, but I can't even type right now. Did I paste it? Let's see. It is in there, but I can't even. Oh, man. I locked this switch up. Let's move on to the next task while this guy is still negotiating and sending DTP messages. I shouldn't have done all. Don't do this on the production network right here. This is the reason why they tell y'all not to do debug messages, because you can actually crash a router, especially if there's more messages than this. We have a little small 3-switch lab here, and luckily this is just a lab environment. But for this reason right here, you can crash a switch or a router. I can't even turn this debug off right now. Anybody know any other shortcuts? Because undebug all is the only one I know, and I can't even go to global config mode right now. Let's see. Yeah, I can't even do that. Can't even control Z out of it or nothing. I'd have to probably shut this switch off. Crazy. That's comic relief for y'all. That's y'all comic relief. Anyway, what was the last? We had a couple messages left. Only. Who did we do that to? We did it switch 3. Let's disconnect him and then reconnect. It'll probably still show up though. Yeah, it'll still show up. But we'll let's disconnect right now and then we'll come back into it. But anyways, switch 1 and 3 should never send any. One of the links between that, and we did that. So task number 7, only VLANs 1, 10, and 20 are allowed between switch 1 and 2. So switch 1 and 2. So between these two links, they only want 1, 10, and 20, right? That's what they asked for? Let's see. Yeah, only between 1 and 2, VLANs 1, 10, and 20 are allowed on this trunk. I mean on these ports right here. So let's do that. Let's go to let's go to switch 1, interface GI01. Let's see. Interface GI01. I hope that I think that debug will still keep going, man. We probably have to shut it off and shut it back on, but then we're gonna lose all of our configs on that one. I didn't save it, so what we want to do is, this is what's called pruning our VLANs, right? We're only allowing specific VLANs on this trunk. Right now we have what? Show interfaces trunk. Who's trunking right now? We got to do a do there. Do the do. Do. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, Vlad. Do. Right? We have GI00, so 00, and so only 00 is trunking on this side. 01 is not trunking. So we need to worry about just one link on this side right here. Just one link. Right? Right now, all of those VLANs are being sent across. They wanted us to prune it down to just these 3 VLANs right here, 1, 10, and 20 on this link right here. Right? Because remember, this link right here, I believe is an access link. Let's double check though. Let's double check. Show interface status. Hold interface status. Show interface status. What was that interface? He is 0, 0. That right there. So 0, 0 is trunking, and the other one was VLAN 10. He only has one coming across that link. So don't worry about VLANs 1 or 20 for this one. We just need to worry about this one, right? Because remember, access links only has one VLAN anyway. This guy's carrying all the VLANs, right? As noticed right there. So it's right there. 1, 10, 20, blah, blah, blah. But they want us to do only just these guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to global config mode for that interface. Interface GI00 like that. And we say switch port. I believe it's, what is it? Trunk allowed VLAN, something like that. Trunk allowed. Yeah, that's what it is. Allowed VLAN. And then you put the ones that you want to only let across. In this case, 1 and 10 and 20, right? Let's verify what he asked for. He said, yeah, 1, 10, and 20. Only those VLANs are allowed between switch 1 and 2. Well, the other one's an access port. I mean, yeah, an access link. This one's a trunk. So just those 3. 1, 10, and 20, right? And let's close that. Go here. Press enter. And we can verify that with what? Show interfaces trunk. Add the trunk keyword there. Anybody know how to stop that debug message, man? Y'all think I'm assed out with that one? There it is right there. So now we're only allowing VLANs 1, 10, and 20 on that interface right there. GI00, which is this one right here. Y'all see that? How I did that? Switch port, trunk, allowed VLANs. Now you got to be careful with this, because if you want to add a VLAN, there's other commands you got to use, or else you will wipe your whole VLAN. I've seen somebody do this at work in my last job, where they use the switch port, trunk, allowed, and add and remove command wrong, and they wiped a whole bunch of VLANs, and we had a whole hospital go down. Yes, hospital. Yes. So, well, not a whole hospital. It was just like one side of one section, like one department or whatever. But either way, he wiped VLANs by not doing that correctly. So, shout out to him, and shout out to Cisco for creating the command to work that way. Let's go to, what was the last task? Oh, we got to do the other side. So we did GI00 over here. On this side, we need to see, let's verify our work on switch 2. Switch 2 GI00 and see what is he allowing across that trunk. Enable show interfaces trunk, and we'll see we're allowing all of the VLANs on this side, but we only wanted to. You got to make sure they match now. You got to make sure they match, or else, like, if you try to build a port channel there, they won't come up. They won't come up because your VLANs are mismatched. Because you're only allowing one set of VLANs on the other, and all that got matched. So we need to do the same thing on GI00 over here, right? So same thing. Global config mode, interface GI00, and switch port trunk allowed VLAN. We said 1, 10, 1, 10, 20, right? Do a show interfaces trunk. And we'll see we allow just those 3 VLANs right there, 1, 10, and 20, right? Now the other trunk right there is 003. That right there is allowing all the VLANs right there. That's what that's indicating right there, right? So it's allowing all the VLANs on this fucked up switch right over here, which we need to fix. He said, did he get fired? No, he didn't actually. He was a senior, so right when I heard what happened, I was like, I know exactly what he did, man. And I've been warned time and time again on these CBT Nuggets videos not to do that. Is that even G? Shout out to Keena Flores, appreciate that. Yes, it is even G. We're using. So now, what was the last task? Oh, we got 2 more tasks still. Between switch 2 and 3, only VLANs 1, 10, 40, and 50 are allowed. So they're pretty much allowing all the VLANs except for what? 30. Between switch 2 and 3. So one of these, I think both of these are trunking, right? So between switch 2 and 3. So this link's right here. All the VLANs except VLAN 30. So we can use the except keyword with this one. So watch how I do this one. This is a tricky one. So we have, which one's trunking on this switch? Just 2. So we don't got to worry about, no, just this top link right here. This top link is the only one that's trunking. That one is not trunking. It's an access link. Remember, this one is in VLAN 20. So we only need to worry about this one That's allowing all those VLANs. So what's he allowing right now? Right now he's allowing everybody. They said everybody except for VLAN 30, right? So all we got to do is remove that one, right? Now let's go to GI0, what we said, 3. And the way we do this is switch port trunk allowed VLAN, I believe it's all, right? Yeah, all. And then you can say accept, right? No, that's not how you do it. Let's see. Let's see how you do it. There it goes right there. So you don't leave, you leave out all. You just do all VLANs except the following. That's how we do it. See that? Instead of just saying allow just VLANs 1, 10, 20, we just say allow all VLANs except for this one, which is what? When we looked at it, we said only VLANs 1, 10, 40, 1, 10, 20, 40, and 50 are allowed. So instead of writing all them VLANs in, we just got to leave out 30. And that's how you do it, right? So except 30, right? I think that's all we need to do. Boom. And now if we do a show interfaces trunk, we'll see right there. We have allowed 1, 10, 20, 40, and 50. So we pretty much allowed all of these. Now we got to do the same thing on the other side, which is all fucked up. Let's see. I think it's still we might have to leave that. We might have to leave that one out. Let's see though. Come on, man. Wake up. Wake up. Console in. Did he pop up anywhere? He said, so to add new VLANs, he used allowed VLANs instead of add, kicking off previous. Exactly, Pete. That's exactly what he did. He did allowed VLANs. He was probably trying to add VLANs. I can't even remember what it was, but right when they mentioned it, in the chat, in the group chat, because we had a group chat at work, and they mentioned what happened, and I was like, oh, I see what he did. But you know, he was a wireless guy, and like I said, he was a senior guy. Like they wouldn't have fired him. He was like, he knew what he was doing. It's just he slipped up with that fundamental. This is why we go with fundamentals. That's why y'all see me doing nothing but easy shit on this first. Let that ingrain in my brain before I start doing the really complicated BGP and all that other stuff. So we need to do our fundamentals, man. We can't even. There he goes right there. Let's see how he's doing. He's still sending those DTP messages. Y'all know another way to stop this? Is there a shortcut other than, because I tried to send the undebug all and that obviously didn't work. Let's do this. Let's do I'm gonna write let's do this. I'm gonna say this configure terminal, right? And then try to undebug all there. Let's try that. Let's see. And see if we can get into there and do that, right? And then we got to do a carriage return for that. So let's see if we can get that in. Paste it. There you go. Did he stop it? No, it don't look like he stopped it. Thought he would have stopped it with that. Come on, man. Damn. Y'all know another way to stop this? I shouldn't have done that. I really shouldn't have done that. But I thought I would have been able to stop it with that, man. It looked like it wanted to stop with that. There's another way. Let me see. Let's go to the other one real quick. And let's say, let's do this. I might have to just shut that one off. Undebug. Let's see. And it was DTP all is what it was. But I did all anyway, so let's try that. And if that don't work, then I'm gonna just reboot it and then do what all we was working on. We only had like two more steps anyway, right? That don't look like it stopped it either. That don't look like it stopped it either. All right, I guess we'll have to stop it and then reboot. Let's see. Stop. Bloop. He stopped. Let's power him back on. Bloop. He is waking up. And then we didn't have much on here anyway. Let's see. Yeah, we didn't have much on there anyway. The last step was to do what? We needed to fix that the allowed VLANs, which I already demonstrated. So let's see between switch 1 and 3, which is, then we'll come back to that one. Between switch 1 and 3 right there, right? They said they wanted us to, the native VLAN between switch 1 and 3 should be VLAN 50 on both links, Switch the native VLAN. Y'all know what that is, right? That's basically the VLAN that is the default VLAN, or anything that is not sent to a VLAN. How do I say this? The default VLAN is VLAN 1, right? So when you buy like this switch right here, we just y'all see me unbox this video, right? I mean, unbox this switch, right? Out the box, when we check the native VLAN, it's going to be VLAN 1. They want us to change the native VLAN to VLAN 50, right? That is one way of hardening the security on your switch, because typically if you leave it by default, that's like leaving the password as admin, right? So we want to change that, and that's what they want us to do with those guys. So let's go to switch 1. We said right now the native VLAN, see there it is right there. The native VLAN is set to 1. They want us to change that to 50. So on both links, right? So on both links, which was 2 and 3. So we're gonna go to interface. Let's do the trunk one first. GI03 0/3. We'll probably get some errors here saying that there's a native VLAN mismatch with this too. Mo Alwan says switch port non-negotiate. For which? You're not talking about because of those DTP messages, right? Is that what you're saying, to turn off those debug messages? We did turn off DTP with switch port non-negotiate. That is correct, Mo. But we also turned on the debugging, which would not stop, as you see. So prior to me doing the debug, I did switch port non-negotiate. I don't know if you saw that or not. Is that what you're trying to tell us? But appreciate you for tuning in. Switch port on this one. What did we say we was going to do? Oh, the native VLAN. So switch port. Geez, I forgot how to do that again. Is it trunk native? No. Yes. What am I thinking? VLAN. They said 50. That's how you do it. Right? It is trunking. They want us to change the VLAN to VLAN 50. We should probably get a native VLAN mismatch error on this. I don't know. But switch port 3 is connected to port 1 on this side. So let's go to switch that. Got right there. See, and that's why we're getting that error. Inconsistent port type. So we need to change. Basically, we changed the native VLAN on this side. We need to do the same thing on this side. So that's why it's blocking some ports here. This guy's still booting up here. If you're tuned in for the first time, I typically stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I usually do this at home. And my microphone usually does work. But, yeah, like I said, I did not feel like driving through traffic today. And I had to come into the office. So instead of driving through the rush hour, I said, I'm going to just stream at work. And then go home a little bit later. Whenever this guy decides to wake up, we'll change the VLAN on this guy. And that's why we're getting this error here. See, native VLAN mismatch, just like I predicted. Because we changed the native VLAN on here. We need to do the same thing on that side, or else it's going to keep throwing up at us right here. Native VLAN mismatch discovered on GI02, which is that interface over here from switch. Oh, we also have a native VLAN mismatch there as well. Because remember, we changed the native VLAN. Oh, we changed the VLAN to this. This should be VLAN 20. So 02 should be VLAN 20. And it's going to keep spitting that error there. So let's change him. Enable. And we'll save it this time, I guess. We'll save our work. Configure terminal. Man, he is going slow today. Interface GI02. Y'all let me know if y'all have any questions or anything like that. There's a lot of smart people in the chat room. If I can't get to it, there's no such thing as a dumb question on my channel. If you're new to this, man, just let me know. I'll answer whatever question y'all have. Anybody can do this, man. Like I said, there was somebody that came in my stream the other day. It was just like, man, just seeing somebody like you do this, man, gives me hope and lets me know that I can do this. And I fairly believe that, and I truly believe that as well. Shout out to that dude. I forgot what his name was, but like I said, I got into the IT field. Whenever this switch decides to wake up, I will change the VLAN on it. But anyways, I got into the IT field right after I graduated college and got my degree in management information systems, right? So I got my bachelor's degree then, and I was working at the police department as a 911 dispatcher, believe it or not. And then they had an opening. I started working as a PC technician, and then from there I started bouncing around doing help desk and then doing desktop support here, and just like low level, like I don't say low level, like entry level IT jobs, right? And so we're gonna change him to switchboard. Oh my goodness, this thing is slow. Holy moly! We need to change him to VLAN. Whenever he decides to wake up, we'll do this. But he's moving really slow right now. And this is why I need a server, man. He wasn't moving this slow earlier. Holy moly. Wake up, Switch. I know it's late, man. You want to go home, just like I do. This might be the last after we finish this lab, we might have to close. We might have to close shop, man. Host name. He is Switch 3, right? Yeah, I definitely need to get a beefier PC, man. I'm using my laptop, so that's coming soon, y'all. That's coming soon. I'm gonna get me like an ESXi server and all of that, man. Jesus. Oh my goodness, bro. Switch 3, right? And then we said interface GI02 is gonna be VLAN 20. Oh man. Anyway, switch port. Let's see how many tabs we got left before we close this, before we finish this. Details. The native VLAN needs to be VLAN 50 on both links. Let's just do that. Let's just do that right now, and then call it a night, man. 03 and 01. I think we did 03 on switch 1 already, right? Switch 1, we did that. Yep, and that's why we're getting that error. We need to try to fix that on this side and put that interface right there. What 03 is matching with 01, so 01 needs to be in VLAN 50. 01 needs to be VLAN 50. So we're here. Let's see, interface GI01. Come on, buddy. We got Ash Slam in the building. Appreciate you for tuning in. We were just doing some simple VLANs and trunks. And we fucked up switch 3 because we turned on the debug for DTP messages, and it just started spitting messages at us, man. Couldn't turn it off. I tried to undebug all. It would not turn off, man. But there he goes right there. GI01. We need to put him in switch port. Access. VLAN. No, we need to put in the native VLAN. So switch port. Come on. Trunk VLAN 50. Here, let me do this. I'm going to copy and paste that message. Because I don't know why this guy is just acting slow today. Right now, at least. Where was it? It was from switch 1. That right there. We just need to put that on switch 3. That's all we needed to do, y'all. I don't know what's going on, man. I will be getting a server that's a lot faster than this. Y'all seen it. It was running earlier. It was running nice earlier, man. What's going on here? Paste. Oh my goodness, bro. Anyway, how old are you, bro? That is a personal question, but I will tell y'all anyway. I am I'll let y'all take a guess. Y'all take a guess. Take a guess, man. Take a guess. You let me know how old you think I am. Whenever this guy decides to wake up, I will copy and paste that. This is all we needed to put on that other switch and call it a night. And there it goes right there. Now it finally decided to do it twice. Unbelievable. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it, man. Y'all figured out, y'all see what we were doing. We just needed to make sure that the native VLAN matched on both sides right there. I think he did. I think he worked there. Who knows? No, we still got a mismatch. Who knows? But anyways, if y'all have any other questions, y'all let me know. We typically stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The copy of the this guy's acting slow. I ain't got time for this, man. Copy of the spreadsheet that we are working with. This guy right here. So we pretty much did this lab right here. I'll go ahead and highlight that in green. Like I said, y'all can download a copy of this spreadsheet. You can make it however you want. Zaya said 43. He's at 29. He said 35. The closest one is Zaya. Zaya is the closest one. Morningstar, you were way off. Zaya is the closest one. So, what else we want to say here? Yeah, so if you want to copy this spreadsheet, make sure you join my Discord server. Here is a link, and download your copy of that spreadsheet. That'll give you an idea of what we've been studying and what's coming up next and stuff like that. Everything that we've done, I've highlighted in green. This is an old boson lab. I may or may not do that one. I need to do a little bit more reading on, as you can see, some more spanning tree. We've done a lot of spanning tree last week. We did MST. We did some rapid spanning per VLAN spanning tree, PVST. And I think, I don't know, we might move on to, let's see. We might move on, I don't know. We might move on to, maybe we'll move on to layer 3 stuff right here, which is EIGRP and OSPF and all of that. That's going to be some nitty gritty stuff right there. We'll see. Zaya is 52. Okay. You are the closest one, though. So, if y'all want to know, I am 40 years old, believe it or not. I am 40 years old. So, like I said, I've been in this field for 10 years, and I started working as a network engineer probably a little under a year now. So, y'all hit me with that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. What else do I want to say? We'll probably do a little bit Boson NetSim soon. Like I said, the good folks at Boson gifted me a free copy. So they said, man, demonstrate how great our application is, man. Let folks know. You are 34. Okay, so a little younger than me. We got some people that are a little older than me as well. So we got a mixed crowd in here. So appreciate you guys for tuning in. I think that's going to be it. Because y'all can see, let's see. Did he wake up yet? He still got the native mismatch. And I've been trying to type in. It looks like we fixed one side, didn't we? No. It still got the native mismatch for VLAN 50. Even though I put it in there. I pasted it in there. And I ain't got time to be sitting here waiting. I definitely just need to restart that one, or I don't know, it's acting up right now. But anyways, dang, bro, you're doing good. Yeah, thank you. You know, a lot of water, man. Alkaline water, gallon a day. See there? I'm still behind right now, even though I got most of it. But anyways, for now, comment, like, subscribe to the network.